In a future-focused move a few years ago, Robin and Jacqueline Blackwell shifted from meat and wool farming to grazing dairy cows and heifers and growing supplements to meet increasing demand from the dairy industry. In addition, they run an on-farm stud and bull sale with Hereford, Angus and Murray Grey bulls. And since 2006, they've won a number of environmental awards.
It's a multi-enterprise system, 90% cattle, 10% sheep. It's a dairy service type of business, providing grazing and service bulls. Prior to my time, it was more sheep and beef here. Sheep was a big part of the industry then, but it's been gradually phased into cattle and dairy service business. At the time, economically, it was more viable to move towards servicing that sector, and it's worked really well for us, and our strength has really been in getting into the bull sales and also a beef cow breeding herd. We've got buffers in our farming system. The winter cows is one. If feed's a bit short or whatever, we can reduce the number of them. And also with all the cattle going off from the bull sales, October, November, we have a lot of country coming back into the system. The main thing that we're aiming to do is increase our beef cow herds to make us more self-supplying with all the bulls that we produce. The bulk of our dairy grazing agreements are verbal, because the bulk of our clients have been long-term. We agree on a base rate for the year, so much per week.
0.57, 389, clear.
They come onto the property, everything's management tagged and quarantine drenched. Target with the heifers is to double their weight plus some, also getting them in calf. Low percentage of empties. We currently average about 2.5%, but there is a variation between different lines. We make about 400 bales of baleage, and also for their own farm here around about 900 brown bales of hay. It's money in the bank. If we need it, we need it. We don't want to have to be going begging at the end of the day. So yeah, we make the feed available. It's 3 here, Mike. 4 there. These 2-year-old Angus bulls, the green tags are our own breeding ones. The orange tags are outsourced. We originally started with about 6 Angus heifers, but registered Angus heifers, and it's grown to we're calving around about, this year we've calved about 80 Angus. Get traceability and data for our on-selling. We've got a Hereford stud, which my wife runs, bit of competition there. She's sort of grown her numbers a bit quicker than me. I'm not sure how that should work, and we've also got a small Murray Grey stud as well.
I started Hereford breeding in 2004. It's been a long road to get where I am today, especially with getting the type of animal I want, cosmetically correct. All the Herefords are down here apart from the bulls. At weaning time, all the bull weaners go home, and Rob's Angus and Murray Grey heifers come down here. The Herefords go into the home bull sale arena with the bull side of it and get sold as 2-year-olds. So I sell my weaners to Rob. The females, I hope to actually maybe in the future have my own fattening mob for prime heifers. That will take one mob of dairy heifers away. So that is the goal. Otherwise, 20% replacements, and the rest that I'm not happy with, I normally sell as weaners. However, I've just sold some as Rising One, and they sold really well. So I'm quite excited about, now that I'll have some decent numbers, that I'll be able to really make some inroads with supply. I try and intermix the classes of stock, like sheep and cattle, just to keep that worm burden down, and these guys are a great tool for that. When we first started out, my aim was to be low birth weight, and I went a bit crazy on that. But then I found out it did compromise my female replacements coming through, that they were smaller in the pelvic region. So I didn't want to start having calving problems. So gone back to moderate birth weight, good growth rates, positive fats, and it's something that is, it's out there, but that short gestation length, it's not so much, we haven't had a huge demand for it. Carving ease is more of a demand, but I guess, yeah, so I have to factor that in. So I'm trying to get a balance of figures over the entire trait system just to cater for everybody, really.
Our annual sale is in mid-September. We're supplying the bulk of our bulls to the dairy market. The dairy guys this year particularly have been looking for good beef bulls, but ones that will give an easy calving result, but also adds value to their product at the end of the day. The first most important thing with the bulls is a temperament. Most dairy farmers have staff or family around, so they want a well-mannered bull, and then down the track, they want the cows to calve without difficulty. An on-farm sale, it was originally suggested to me 20 years ago, and with a bit of push, I decided to go into it. It works really well. Bulls aren't standing around on concrete in its sale yards. They're grazed here until the clients want them, up till the 20th of November. And yeah, they're in their own environment all that time. There's a lot more public involvement basically in the dairy service industry as opposed to being a sheep and beef farmer. We was maybe supplying Africa or silver fern and your wool goes off somewhere else. So there's a lot more involvement. There's always plenty of challenges here. It seems to be seasonally at the moment, but yeah, over time we hope to expand our operation again and also taking one of the family members into the business.
This program was made with funding from New Zealand On Air.